Coming up next, it's the Doug Garrison Show. Tonight, Doug visits with the author of popular S.O.S. diet book, Doctor Jim Surrell. We'll have a visit from Ann Brownell of UPaws. The Fat Man is here with area doings, and a couple of guys from Lambda Chi Alpha stop in. So stick around. The Doug Garrison Show starts right now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound and PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG, standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
Welcome to the Doug Garrison Show, the first ever episode of the Doug Garrison Show. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're joining us for this inaugural telecast. So, we're about to embark on a tremendous adventure, and I know it's an adventure because we don't know where we're going, we don't know what we're going to do, and we don't know who we're going to talk to or see, and that's the adventure part of it. We don't have a GPS or a roadmap. All we know is one thing for sure, we're going to be doing it on television, and that's the most important aspect of this show. We're going to be on TV. Now, to me, that's important because I'm a child of television. Some of my earliest memories are sitting on the floor watching Captain Kangaroo. And I would think that some of you have some similar memories. Maybe it wasn't Captain Kangaroo, maybe it was Sesame Street, or maybe it was Power Rangers, but television has been a big part of all of our lives. Now, some people say, I don't watch television. Well, that's fine if you don't watch television, but you know what? If you don't watch, then you've missed a lot of things. You've missed Neil Armstrong walking on the moon. You've missed Michael Jackson moonwalking on the Grammys. You've missed the guys from Jackass mooning an elderly couple on their way to church. But most of all, you've missed what the rest of us have seen. Television is a shared experience, one that we enjoy together. You know, a wise man once said, if it didn't happen on television, then it didn't really happen. Think about that. If it didn't happen on television, then it didn't really happen. Okay, I said that. But I think there's an element of truth to it. Because if it's not an experience that we all share and take part in, then really what is it? You know, I'm excited about this show. We're going to give you a taste of Marquette County. We're going to try to cover things that are important, interesting, entertaining. Are we going to change the world? Probably not. But I'll tell you what, our very first guest could very well change your life. So stick around. We'll be right back with the Doug Garrison Show.
At Range, we only sell you the phone you need.
No pressure, just great friendly service.
Get your next cell phone at Range. We introduce personal communications to the UP.
The Marquette Community Federal Credit Union has a great deal just for you.
No way.
You can get a loan for 6.9% APR up to $5,000 for a maximum of 36 months.
That's outstanding.
No, it's true. That's 6.9% APR up to $5,000.
Really?
Plus, there's more.
Come on.
Non-members stop in and ask about additional savings.
Yikes.
Great value and savings at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union.
What is it? It's a big, scary monster. They're gone. Come on, we got you. Relax. You're all right. Wolf tooth.
Welcome back, and speaking of welcomes, I'd like to welcome the very first guest to the Doug Garrison Show, Dr. Jim Surrell.
Doug, what a pleasure to be here, and my sincere congratulations to you on the Doug Garrison Show. What a great venue and what a great idea.
Well,
I commend you.
We're excited about it, and we're very happy to have you here. You know, I've told people you're going to be on the show, and it seems like everybody in town already knows about you and your diet book, but let's get right into it. You have created this diet called the S.O.S. diet. You've written a book. Tell me first, what makes you more qualified to do that than me?
Well, I did go to school for 14 years, 4 years of pre-med, 4 years of med school, 5 years of residency, another year of fellowship. I know that's 14 years. It's not because I'm from Newberry, okay? I am the director of the Digestive Health Institute, and I have had people on this diet to just stop only sugar, and the weight loss has been phenomenal. And finally, my patients just said, "You got to write a book. You got to write a book." So that was part of the incentive behind doing it.
Well, that's great. You're obviously qualified. Here the concept of the diet is stop only sugar. My problem with that is I like sugar.
Oh, I'll tell you, your sweet tooth is no worse than mine. I mean, I used to live on Snickers bars when no one was looking, okay? But what people find out is if when they stop only sugar and they start reading labels, they find out that sugar is hiding in everything. And the body can do only one thing with sugar, store it as body fat. So you don't take in sugar, and where do you get your energy? You burn body fat. And once they find that the sugar cravings will go away after about a week or two, and there's so many other choices. For example, in one of the chapters, I wrote a chapter, How to Satisfy Your Sweet Tooth, without sugar. And I got great ideas from all my readers and patients.
Well, I'm a skeptic about everything, so I need convincing on this stuff. But now there's another element to it. It's not just stopping sugar; it's also increasing fiber. Explain that.
That's a great point. The diet has all these complicated rules. Rule number 1 is low sugar. Rule number 2 is high fiber, and rule 3 is everybody's favorite rule. There's no more rules. Fiber is something you ingest that you can't digest, and it's used to make the digestive system function properly, and it fills you up because all fiber does is absorb liquid and make your colon and your digestive system work better, but it's also very filling, and it will also help lower your cholesterol, along with the real lowering of cholesterol is by avoiding sugar.
Well, that lowering cholesterol sounds great. I'm into that. Let me show you something here, though. This is one of my favorite snacks, combining a can of Coke and chocolate syrup. And I don't know why Coke doesn't make chocolate Coke yet. If anybody knows, they should be doing this, chocolate Coke. It's awesome. But this is, is this a problem?
I'm having a little bit of chest pain now, but I think I'll get over it. This has about 9 or 10 grams of sugar.
How much is that?
Let's know. I said that 9 or 10 teaspoons of sugar in here.
9 or 10 teaspoons of sugar.
Right, and let's put 2 tablespoons of this in there. So we're going to get another 20 grams of sugar. So we've got the equivalent of you sitting down at a sugar bowl and probably about 20 or 30 teaspoons of sugar.
Wow.
And you got to be real careful with that. It's hiding in everything.
So this is why I was gaining about 2 or 3 pounds a year, even though I thought I was eating sensibly and moderately exercising.
That's exactly right, because people don't have an idea about how much sugar they're really taking in. The data in the United States, every one of us on average in the United States consumes about 140 pounds of sugar per year, or 2 to 3 pounds per week. It's unbelievable. You stop the sugar, 5 to 8 pounds a month is the average weight loss, and the cholesterol comes down like a stone.
Okay, listen, we don't have much more time. I want to tell you this. I said I was a skeptic. I'm not a skeptic, because now I have taken away the sugar. I'm drinking diet soda. I'm eating. I read the book. I'm eating like you're supposed to eat in this book. I've dropped 21 pounds in 3 months. My blood pressure has gone down, and I can't take credit for it because it's been very easy. I couldn't diet if I was going to starve. I don't starve. I'm eating everything I want to eat, and it's been great.
That's wonderful, and I appreciate your sharing your experience there. And I got to tell you, I got an email yesterday from a lady. She said, I've tried every diet known to humankind. I could never follow an amen because there's all this measuring and keeping track. She said, the first 3 months I lost 32 pounds, and I'm now at the 5-month mark. I've lost 48 pounds. This is not uncommon. A lady called me actually from Grand Rapids and said, I went on your diet for 4 months. My doctor wouldn't check my cholesterol. I forced her to do it, and I lost 129 points off my cholesterol in 4 months.
That's awesome. If I can lose weight, lower my cholesterol, and actually my blood pressure has gone down as well, then this is a magical diet that is no magic at all. It actually works. I think it's great.
And it's a simple lifestyle change. You won't even really know you're on a diet, and that's why people can follow it, because there's only the few rules. Low sugar, high fiber, and no more rules.
It's simple and no sacrifice. I love it. How do people get the book?
The book is available locally here in Marquette at the Snowbound Books, Book World, multiple locations throughout the Upper Peninsula, Northern Michigan University Bookstore. All Snyder Drugs are carrying it, and I'm indebted to the local merchants for carrying the book. It's also available online at SOSdietbook.com, and also it's now on Amazon.com and doing very well.
That's awesome. I think it's a great thing. You know, everybody's always talking about trying to lose a little weight. Well, if you can do it in this healthy manner where you lose some weight, you lower your cholesterol, help your blood pressure, I wish you the greatest success because it's worked for me. I hope it can work for so many other people. Dr. Jim Surrell, thanks for coming to the show today. Let's change someone's world with the S.O.S. diet.
Doug, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and congratulations on your personal success.
Great. Thanks for coming. Dr. Jim Surrell.
Who's minding your business when you lock your doors?
Dr. Horton's Message Service, this is Jeanette.
Range Telephone Answering Service, taking care of your business when you can't be there.
People in the UP must love throwing money out the window, because without energy-efficient windows, they do it all winter long. If they would just take some of that money and invest in new windows, doors, and siding from the window store ABC Seamless, they would have a guaranteed energy savings of up to 40%. Don't let your chance to save up to $3,000 fly out the window. Schedule an installation date now, before the fast-approaching tax credit deadline arrives.
Your clear choice, the window store.
Hey, there's a great game. Now, isn't this more fun?
Why Give? United Way co-chairs Rob Jamros and Jen Ray.
The chances are good that someone you know could be a United Way agency client, and the donations you give today could be coming back to a friend, neighbor, or family member tomorrow.
That's why we give, because what goes around comes around, and giving is the right thing to do.
Why give?
Because we all should live united.
And support the United Way.